his life, Victor, and especially with those 6 months off, you're right, that those, like, when we had that time off and it's like, all right, we're gonna get started in a week and a half, it's like, oh, can I even get back to that thing? You'd go through all the notes that you write down or whatever, and try and figure out like where exactly you were, but then again, it's like, it's so different where Victor's at in 1 and 2, in episodes 1 and 2, than where he is in 5 and 6. And when we came back from the strike, we had to shoot some of the stuff from 1 and 2, and then we had to shoot some of the stuff from 5 and 6, and it's like, oh, he's in such different places, but that's, I guess, part of the fun of it, but it's like, it is stressful, and then when it came to the stutter thing, that I was super nervous about, and I just never gotten to do anything with the dialect before, ever, and then something like that, where there isn't really much, precedent, and so it's like, oh, where I feel like I was venturing out into like this weird territory that could end, poorly if it didn't come across like honest or something. And so very scared. I remember having a conversation with Colin even once in the car while we were waiting to set up for something. I was like, is it too much? I mean, is it too strong? Am I doing it like a little bit? Is it like? And he was like, no, like it's great. If anything, you actually told me, if anything, lean into it more. Maybe that was just you trying to bring me.
Yes, within.
Yeah, exactly. Whatever fire you in. We're going so big. Like if we're gonna die, we're dying together. But no, I genuinely, I was so afraid, and just getting to hear you even say that gave me enough confidence to sort of push forward again and try and stay in there, not be so insecure about it. But it's definitely something that I was really nervous about in preparation for it. I didn't feel like I had enough time. I had like a month to learn how to do the stutter before we started shooting. So I was losing my mind, but I think I know the outpouring of sort of messages that I got after the show had come out, and how sweet people were, having either family members who'd had a stutter or them themselves reaching out. Oh yeah, it was very sweet. Yeah, a lot of people reached out and said how much it meant to them to see someone on television.
That's an extraordinary added technical component to what you did, and I had such admiration for it the whole time, because it never once cut into the kind of raw and organic honesty of your performance as Vic. It never once did. It never felt like a trick. I know you were straining and trying to figure out how much was enough or not enough, but you were beautiful in it. You really were, man. And I know you slaved over it and you just gave it so much attention and you cared, and it's amazing that you got the response you did from people.
It was super sweet, and thanks for saying that. No, yeah, it was cool, and even getting to go out into the world and do it, you kind of learn an empathy and a respect for people who have to live, with a stutter. And so, yeah, I definitely learned a lot. But it is a little bit of a way going into it for sure. Yeah.
All right, I know we're almost out of time, but the last thing I want to say is, I think that with so much TV in the landscape we're in right now, it is hard to break through with anything. And something that is darker is obviously, the world's a tough spot right now. What do you think it is, though, about this show? And I know you talked a little about this, but the themes of this show that did work, that broke through, that made people want to watch nonstop and watch over and over again, because a lot of people have watched it multiple times. So what do you think that is?
I didn't know people watched it.
You were sick.
We're here for
It's mine. I don't know. I do think everyone on stage, and Kristen, who's not here, and our entire cast are so unbelievable and extraordinary and so compelling to watch. I think it is largely that. I also think, to what Colin was speaking about earlier, our entire team, our whole crew, everyone came with so much passion and endurance and specificity and a vision that this could have been a disaster. Any show could have been, but Colin's in prosthetics every day. The wardrobe, just making sure it felt grounded and real. I think, at least for me and our writers, we were focused very much on making sure this felt human and felt honest. That no matter the genre, whether it's, we're touted as a comic book show, we're a crime drama. I think no matter what, at least for me, I think of it as a character drama more than anything else. And by that, I just mean it's very human. And obviously we're in a slightly elevated space, so in moments things can feel a little operatic or a little elevated, but we always wanted to ground it in something that felt really real. And so we were really striving for that, and to why it's affecting people, but I can say that it certainly has meant a lot to me. I know it's meant so much to everybody here and to our entire cast and crew. just the passion and what Dee Dee was saying before too, the joy that we all had making something really tragic and dark is pretty extraordinary.
Really pleasant surprise, the response, honest to God. I mean, we didn't expect it or figure that it would be as positive as it's been, you know, and everyone was swinging for the fences. Lauren creating it from the ground on up, and Dee Dee, RHENZY, Kristen, Clancy Brown, everyone that was involved in it were really just brought so much heart to it, you know. I've no idea why it resonates with people, but I think it's kind of what you were saying. I think it's to do with finding a sweet spot between escapism and truth. You know, there's enough escapism there, it's genre enough, but at the core of it, there's a ton of truth about the human condition, I think.
Absolutely. Thank you guys all so much
Thank you so much.
here.
Thanks everyone for coming.
I love you, penguin!
You don't!